Hey everyone, Jason Nunn, Fisherman's Warehouse, Tackle at Marks Point, with this Friday's fishing report, and of course this weekend being Anzac weekend, another long weekend for all our fishing fellows out there to get out there and have a bit of a crack. The Pertec Challenge is on this Saturday and Sunday as well, and look, what you see out here at the moment is basically what's going to happen over the next 5 or 6 days. We're going to have an east-southeast trend, wind conditions. Tomorrow is going to be around about 10 to 15. It drops off Sunday to around about 10 knots, and of course Monday, Anzac Day, not too bad at all. It's all going to be under 10 knots. The current out wide at the moment running about 3 knots, running downhill. Now basically it's 25 degrees on the shelf, and what's actually happened over the last week, we've had a lot of blue marlin move down into the coast. There's some quite good blue marlin getting caught out wide, particularly over the edge in around about that 200 to 300 fathoms. There's an abundance of dolphin fish out here at present, right the way through from around about 60 fathoms out to the shelf. I know Alex and Kyle Wolfirth had a bit of an opportunity to go out on Monday, and they got some really nice fish down around that Texas area, some beautiful dolphin fishing along that 60 fathom line. So if you're out for a troll, it's probably a great opportunity to have. And I think what's going to happen is you'll get a little bit of these squally conditions, a little bit of rain will come through, wind will pick up, and then it will back off, as it's done now. It was raining just before, and as you can see, the channel's just glassed right off. I don't think it's going to be too bad. I think you should be able to make the most of it. If you're going to fish the inshore reefs, plenty of trag around. A lot of trag, tailor, and of course a lot of flathead. Been some brim and squire getting caught also. But look, you've got to just make a note of this. There is current out there. The farm was plagued by current last weekend, and it is getting inshore. So look, just fish inside 30 metres. You know, the fruit shed up at Redhead, a really good spot to have a crack in and around about that 25 to 26 metre mark. And again, that little bit of a sou'wester won't be too bad up there. If you're going to go on the beaches, look, there's been a lot of tailor this week and a few salmon. And we mentioned last week, a couple of mulloway coming onto that moon, and of course, still a few whiting. And look, some really nice brim around at the present. Behind me, you can see that the commercial fishermen have turned up on Blakesmith's breakwater. Mullet are certainly running up and down the coast at this present moment. So we will get a lot of these travelling fish moving into our estuary system. There's been a few salmon this week on the high tide moving in. Of course, this weekend, high tide tomorrow around about 2:30, low tide at 8:30. So that'll just increase by about an hour each day as we go forth. And of course, we're fading in. The moon is now fading away, and of course tomorrow will be around about 6 nights after the full moon. So next week we're going to head into that dark. The lake has been on fire with tailor. Some really good reports over Easter. Look, we probably had the best weather window we've had for a long time, and look, the fish made up for it. From cracking tailor down towards Pulver Island. There's some good reports of tailor early mornings only in Belmont Bay, and of course some really nice flathead getting caught either on the troll or using soft plastics or vibes. A lot of bait in the system at present, and there are some really nice flathead, few reds, and of course a lot of brim. And look, you've just got to get out there this week and have a bit of a crack, and I think everyone will do that with this Pertec Challenge. And of course school holidays will go back in on Tuesday. Now this week's winner, and we've been talking about this for weeks, is Andrew Sweeney. He sent a photograph in on the, basically I think it was Easter Saturday to me, a beautiful snapper getting caught off the beach around about that 2.5 kilo mark. And this is what everyone's been noticing. A lot of reds getting caught off the beach, but there's a lot of reds getting caught in the lake. And a good friend of mine, Alan McBean, did exactly that on Easter. Got some beautiful flathead around that 65 centimetre mark, some nice brim, and again, some really nice squire getting caught in the lake. That's where I reckon you'll be this weekend, getting out there and having a bit of a go. Look, don a raincoat. It's not like it's torrential. The wind's not too bad. I think you'll have a great weekend. Obviously, we'll be closed down at the Fisherman's Warehouse on Anzac Day. Of course, that'll be a very busy day for a lot of our ex-service men and women. So everyone just play it safe. And remember, catch a few. I'll see you next Friday.